And we are live. What's up, everybody? I'm Jay from Leprechaun TV, and you're tuning into another episode of The Hot Seat, where we light the fire underneath our guest. And this week we have Scotty Mac from Scotty Mac's Sippy Poo and BBQ Facebook group. Great guy. We were chatting backstage. You guys are going to love this guy. He's hilarious, has a lot of great stories. Hopefully we could get folks involved with what he does, running his Facebook page. So yeah, what's up, Scott? How you doing? We good?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Forget about it, right? We'll get the Jersey shit right out the way.
Right. All right. Bringing up Jersey. Let the folks know a little bit about yourself, a little background bio, where you're born, where you're raised, what you do for a living, how many people have you whooped their ass, whatever you want to say.
So I am born and raised in the dirty Jersey here. I was born about 5 miles from where I live right now. Can't wait to get the hell out of this godforsaken state. I can tell you that right now. I have my buddy Chase right here, my son. We call him Captain Chaos. Kid's a badass. Let's see what we do here. So I am in landscape construction. Was a sous chef for a whole bunch of years. Kind of did landscaping and cooking at the same time. Back in the 80s, when I worked at this restaurant, I actually stole drugs out of the fucking restaurant. Can we say that? I got it. So let me start out with a funny
His name is Chase Mac.
Yeah. Not Scotty Mac. We used to have this. I used to work in this this local restaurant bar by me in my other town, right? And so the owner was this big, crazy German guy, and he used to go to the city every day and get pastrami from this kosher deli, bring it into Jersey because he was all about his pastrami sandwiches. Well, here's Mr. Dumb Jackass. Ran the kitchen till 3 o'clock in the morning. I decided it was a good way in the 80s to sell cocaine out of the pastrami sandwiches. So he'd come in the morning and there would just be a pile of pastrami in this goddamn garbage can. And meanwhile, I'm just like, this guy's like, son of a bitch, I'm going to a new distributor. This guy sucks, man. Nobody's eating my pastrami. And I didn't have the heart to tell them nobody was eating it because they weren't ready to eat it, But yeah, I've been around the cooking thing a long time. Either did the landscaping or the cooking. Got into smoking foods. Oh shit! Me and my buddy bought like these two Brickmans, the little barrel smokers.
Yeah.
Probably like 20 something years ago, and we smoked this stuff for probably 47 hours. We're like, oh yeah, and it came out tasting like charcoal and gasoline at that point. And we were into this thing for so long. We had like 3 days of drinking, and we looked at each other, and it literally was like, and that was a brisket. And he looked at me, he goes, is this shit good? I'm like, oh yeah, mine's good.
Oh, hey, you get the bitter beer face when you bite into it. The smoke's so pungent.
Lighter fluid on it. We had everything on it. I didn't know what the hell we were doing. and then back, I'm going to say probably 25 years ago, there's a guy that's locally here. His name is Dave Fink. And he opened up this small mom and pop place a couple towns down. It was called Fink's Funky Chicken and Ribs. And someone's like, oh, you got to go check this place out. So I went down there and never had Texas barbecue, never had anything like that. He introduced Texas barbecue to New Jersey. So you went down there, you got a St. Louis rib, and people at the counter are like, oh my God, it's raw. And he got to explain the whole smoke ring, and this and that. And he just did some of the most amazing food. And from there, I was just hooked. I was like straight up hooked.
Right.
We let me just try to figure. Do you want to talk about where my page started? You want to get into that already, or you want to just kind of?
It's up to you. I mean, you're telling a little story about yourself.
So I always had the passion of cooking. I just I got burnt out in the restaurant industry. Um,
Hmm.
just working all the holidays.
Yeah.
Working
Away
every
from.
freaking weekend. It was just I didn't want to do it anymore. So I got
Yeah.
into landscaping, landscape construction. Ran a company for 20 years. Finally, I was in the middle of an addition on my house. My first child was being born, and I quit my job in this company. I've been there 20 years and started my own. And I haven't looked back. I haven't looked back in 16 years. So
So more or less your adulthood has been halved with food and landscaping.
yeah. So not only am I half Italian, half Irish, I'm straight half Italian. My mom's straight off the boat from Sicily. So I grew up in my grandmother's kitchen every Sunday. On my page, which is funny, is because it's not just barbecue on my page. We've gone
Right.
back and forth from this, that, and the other thing. And in the beginning, it was all barbecue, all barbecue. And I'm like, hey, put a fucking chicken parm up or do something like that. Now we got pizza reviews. We just talk shit about everything. But the big thing for Jersey is a lot of you people don't know out that way. It's tail ham or pork roll. So we got South Jersey. South Jersey kind of splits for me where
Uh-huh.
Bon Jovi grew up. Anywhere north of Bon Jovi is fucking cool. Anywhere south where Bon Jovi fucking grew up, you're all assholes from Philly.
I was just about to say that we have some Philly folks in the chat right now.
That's
So
awesome. Fuck the Eagles. But it's all good. The only problem with the Philadelphia fans, I won't even go to Giant Stadium if there's a Philly game because they're actually out of their minds. They're out of their minds. It's not safe.
it's not safe.
So we have the whole gravy sauce thing going on. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Always, Chase, give me a napkin. We always have it's sauce. No, it's not. It's gravy. Once you put meat in it, it's gravy. Listen,
Yeah.
I grew up every Sunday at my grandmother's house. Mary Gellinella. She called it gravy. I'm calling it gravy. I ain't. But it's all good. We had a good time with shit like that. My page it's just it goes back and forth all day long about stuff. But like I said, our main thing we've talked about before is the veterans.
Yes. So that was four years ago. 4 years ago, you started the page.
4 years ago, I started the page. So how my page started was, we were a whole bunch of us were on this big national page called Bob's Smoking Page, and he's from Michigan. This guy,
Okay.
and
My
we get
state
on
up north.
yeah. So the page was good. It was kind of like an introductory thing to me to like Facebook groups and stuff because I was
Yeah.
never really I was just like a local ball buster.
Yeah.
So we get on this page, and one of my friends who lives around the corner makes some of the best moonshine I've ever had in my entire life. So I always had a jar of moonshine in my fridge, and I actually age beef in whiskey is my thing that I do. So I caught this process from a lady chef in New York City. She has a place called the Beatrice Inn in Greenwich Village, and
Greenwich Village.
she whiskey ages meat, and she learned this process from when she went to culinary school in France. There was a local butcher. He aged all of his meat in whiskey, and that's the way she learned, and that's what she does. She gets $600 for a tomahawk, one tomahawk. So I tried it. I liked it, and I was on this page, and I started doing my whiskey aging thing. And I looked in the refrigerator one day, and I'm like, "Oh shit! There's the whiskey." You go, "It's time for a little Sippy Poo," and I went, and it started from right there. That's
Okay.
where it started.
Okay.
So there was probably like 30,000 40,000 people on this page. So I would cook something, put my thing up, and all of a sudden it was, "Hey, there's that Sippy Poo guy." So I started getting traffic, for this guy's page. And when I mean this guy was an egomaniac, like if you literally posted a picture, a bottle of hot sauce, he would take your post down and tell you that you were soliciting. So complete egomaniac. Long story short, Scotty Mac being from Jersey, I gotta twist the short hairs every once in a while. So somebody on the page said, "Hey, listen, you should put a fucking picture of your face on a shirt and I'll buy it." I go, "Listen, I'll send it to you. You don't have to buy it. I'll send you the shirt if you want one." And there was like 10 or 15 people I sent t-shirts to. Went and called a printer, had some shirts made. This is basically what the Where's the camera, Chase?
Up here.
Up here where? Oh, it's over there. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was it. Just time for a little Sippy Poo.
Yeah.
So a guy that was locally from New Jersey happened to be on the page. First picture is my face on a thing. Time for a little Sippy Poo. Bloop. I'm in Facebook jail. Puts me right in the penalty box. So I reach out to the guy. I'm like, yo, dude, what the hell's up with that? He goes, there's no soliciting on my page. I go, whoa, slow down there, Speedball. I go, I didn't charge nobody for that shirt. I'm not soliciting nothing. What you should do is let me sell these shirts on your page, and I'm going to donate every penny to veterans. You got 40,000 people. I can generate some serious money. It's all out of my pocket. Has nothing to do with you. No, I don't want that bullshit on my page. He goes, listen, man, I don't like the drinking. I don't like the shenanigans and shit you pull on my page, but everybody likes you. Okay. So my mind's like this. He goes, I'm gonna fuck with this guy, right? So I go, let me back on the goddamn page. So I reached out to like maybe 15, 20, 30 people. One of them being one of my friends. I'm like, yo, you know me. I don't know nothing about Facebook. How do I start a page? So he helps me out. He's like, here, boom, let's do this. I think my friend Mark actually came up with the name. He's like, Sippy Poo Barbecue, something. Sounds good. So let me back in. I go on the page and I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry. So his mom and him were the admins of the page.
Okay.
So I said, I'm really sorry. I offended everybody. It's just a shame that Bob likes to bang his mother. And bloop, I was gone. Like, that was it. Out the window. Right? He messages me. He's like, you don't learn. You don't understand. I'm like, motherfucker, you're younger than me. Who are you talking to, asshole, by the way? And you don't even know who I am.
Right.
I go, I would have used your page to help the veterans. Nah. Well, crank it up a whole there, another thing.
Right.
So there's a guy that was actually one of his like very, very close friends who's on my page, that I'm very close with now. And he's like, oh my God, I'm telling you right now, this dude, you got under his skin for some fucking goddamn reason. I go, what do you mean? He goes, we would go. They had Michigan State, Michigan football tickets.
Yeah.
He goes, we would go to these goddamn games on Sunday, and all he would talk about was, oh, that fucking Sippy Poo guy. I swear. They all fucking love him. Jesus Christ. And they actually are not friends anymore because of that incident. The guy actually sold his season tickets and got some season tickets on the other side of the stadium or something.
So he just traded them. Let me get rid of these ones. I'll be over on the other side.
So in the beginning, it was kind of funny because I didn't really know what was going on. He had all these people start joining my page because my page is just, it was like, I would just look, if you liked it, boom, join. Now we kind of, we had some issues up and down with some Texas groups and a whole bunch of shit. But he would send people in and he was like watching what I was doing. And then he would send me messages and stuff like that. I'm like, listen, dude, this is my address here in New Jersey, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. You want to come fucking talk to me? Come talk to me. This is Facebook, by the way. This ain't fucking real life,
Right.
Oh my God.
People get butthurt over here, man.
And then
on all platforms, actually.
we got people like, so I am literally probably the worst offender with Facebook. I have, you know me, I've got 4 accounts right now.
The
and
man
2
with
of them are
many
shut
names.
down. Yeah. Just because I got a big mouth. But
forget about it.
Yeah, and then I forget. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. And then and then you can't talk to nobody. They say, "Would you like to dispute this?" I go, "Yes, I would like to dispute this." Why? I go, "Because Mark Zuckerberg is a dickhead." Oh no, you're still in jail. Oh, okay. I guess that didn't go over well. You took it out of context.
Right.
What do you mean? I wanted to fish,
Here
your
we
mom
come
right down the highway.
Right. So speaking of the group, we do have the Dirty Sheiks in the house, Queen Bee's in the house, Google's Grills is in the house. Where's he at? Scott Rothschild.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my man right there.
Yep.
Scotty Rothschild. He's probably one of the best drummers you guys gonna see out your way.
Oh yeah,
He's got a killer band. Oh man.
nice.
Yeah.
We got a lot of band guys in here. And speaking of bands, let me ask one question. I don't know if he's going to show up or not, but there is one question that has been since day one of the hot seat. What is your favorite band
Mine?
all time? What do you,
Tremonti.
or you could say
Tremonti.
who?
Tremonti. Mark Tremonti. He's from your area.
Really?
You know Mark Tremonti?
No, I'm not
So,
hip.
so Mark Tremonti is, you ever hear Alter Bridge with Miles
Okay.
Kennedy?
Yes, yes.
So Alter Bridge is Creed with Miles Kennedy. Mark Tremonti is the lead guitarist from Creed, who has his own side project, Tremonti. He's got his
Okay.
own guitar. I'm telling you right now, I end my newscast with one of his tunes called "I Wish You Well." Listen to it,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be me. I actually went to one of his concerts 2 weeks ago here in Jersey.
Okay.
Listen, I'm all over the place with music. I like thrash metal. I like punk metal. I'm a big fan of Butcher Babies. I'm sure nobody's ever heard of them, but they're pretty
I
badass.
don't know. We got a well-versed crowd.
They're some pretty badass chicks. They put on one hell of a show, man. I get destroyed in those mosh pits. But yeah, I like I'm more metal than I am anything. But you know what though, not for nothing. The older I'm fucking gonna be 58. I start going back to listen to like Dire Straits, Stevie Ray Vaughan, some good old shit, I'm back. I'm all over the place now.
How about Uncle Steve Shake? Fish.
Who?
Fish?
I don't like Fish.
No.
Nah, too close to like Grateful Dead shit for me.
Ah.
You're a dead guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta go.
Actually, I didn't go that route. My punk came a different way. I follow the Cottonmouth Kings out of California, which is a punk rap. You know what I mean? So my punk come with plain white tees, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
One of my buddies is commenting right now. Adam Shaw, Scotty Mac loves country music. That's great.
Oh, never mind. Uncle Steve was saying no. I was saying hi to Fish. Never.
Okay.
Hey, but hey, now we know Fish sucks.
I can't do it.
Hasty Dixie, a bluegrass band, bluegrass heavy metal. They do like AC/DC.
Oh yeah.
They'll do like Thunderstruck with the banjos and stuff.
See, I was brought up my dad was a musician, a studio musician. So I'm a drummer. I can listen if it's good. I can listen to it. I don't really have one particular. I mean, listen.
I'm the same.
In the 80s, I loved fucking metal. I listen to metal all the time still, even hairband metal. I still love going back listen to hairband metal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, freaking, if anybody ever listened to freaking Wolfgang Van Halen, his album, the kid's amazing. Just absolutely amazing.
Adam Show dances to the Village People.
Yeah, who said that? Oh, Tommy Gilmore. You got some Sippy Poo people on here now.
So let me bring up the the group real quick. That way everybody could see the group and they could go join. You guys will not be disappointed joining this group. Let's just say that. All right, I got some other messages. Sorry about that. But here we go. We got the I don't know why it's not going all the way up. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So we got Scotty, Max, Sippy Poo, and Barbecue.
That was me actually taking a sip out of the jar from the refrigerator, and that is what stuck from that page where I told the guy to go bang his mom.
So that's where it came from. Okay. Little backstory on that picture there. All right. Yeah. Only 3.5K members, which I was like, wow, this group should be way bigger than this.
So the whole thing that I said about the pages And the way I started the page and set the page up, am I still with you or am I? Because
Yeah.
okay. So when I first started, I told everybody, I said, listen, I'm not here for numbers. I'm here for, I don't even think I got into the veteran part of it yet. You know, I said, I want to create this page like our own little bubble. There's no politics on my page. There's no bully. I've got, oh God, seven or eight admins. I can't remember off the top of my head right now that police the page all day long, every day. Our page is so active that people will reach out and be like, dude, I haven't even called my wife yet today, and I've already checked into the page about 47 times, you know?
Right.
It's literally a support group for anybody that's having a shitty day. Veterans are a big thing, and I'll get to that in a little while. And I don't listen, like I said, I don't need 50,000, 20,000, whatever members. There's a whole core group of members that are on that page all day long, every day. And if you're having a shitty day, which I do a lot, I'll go on there and I use the page for therapy for me. A lot of the veterans that suffer from PTSD, they come on the page and they use the page for therapy. When I first started it, a bunch of the veterans would actually reach out to me when I was kind of talking to you earlier, backstage before it started.
Right.
My wife would sometimes come out, and I'd be on the couch at 3 or 4 in the morning, you know, on the phone, and she's like, "The fuck are you talking to?" I'm like, "Jake from State Farm," you know, and I'm like, "It's a vet. He's having a fucking bad night." She's like, "Yeah, okay, whatever, asshole." I'm like, "Just give me a minute," and we talk them off the wall. You talk them off the fence. You let them know that, listen, I tell these guys all the time, America might have forgot about you guys. I'm not. For as long as I'm fucking here,
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now, every day, all day long, my son and me, we go to VFWs. We go to American Legions. We shake hands. We have breakfast with them. My son will see a gentleman with a hat across a shopping center, run right up, shake their hand. I've had Vietnam veterans cry when he shakes their hands. And he's like,
That's
you know what?
awesome,
He's like, man, I never had anybody do that to me
That's
before.
awesome,
I never had
Chase.
anybody change my day like that before, you know? And just listen, I tell people all the time, kindness is infectious. It really is. And if you fucking are kind to these people, this morning I met a gentleman, came out of his car in a Dunkin' Donuts in my town. And I never even met the guy before. Walked up, thanked him for his service. I'm like, you know what? Let's walk inside. Bought him his breakfast. I had a 20-minute conversation with this guy. It was probably one of the best conversations I've ever had in my entire life. I'm like, can I give you a hug? He's like, yeah. Shit, yeah. And what did he do? He gave you one of his chips.
Oh, nice.
You know?
Let me blow that up. Hold on.
And
there you go.
He's like, you know what? He goes, I don't get to give these out often. He goes, but they're always in my pocket. I'm like, you know what? That's a goddamn shame, by the way. So everybody on my page, they have literally taken my passion for veterans and they run with it. I've got Carolina groups that run barbecues, raise money for vets. I don't care if it's $200 at the end of the day. You know, they do it. California. I've got people in Canada. I had a whole group from Canada this year, had their own shirts made for, I think it was either Christmas or New Year's. And for whatever reason, they charge each other for the shirts, and they send all the money for our veterans from Canada.
That's awesome.
I get more support from some of the Canadian guys than I do, you know.
I have Canadian gyms in here right now. I have many Canadian friends and followers, barbecue groups to off the grid to you know, whatever, just
For
supporters, great supporters.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, me being in Cleveland, you know, they could swim right across or come around each side. You know, someday I'm gonna meet them, which will be great. But we got Ski Girly dropping your
we got
link.
Marshall. We got Marshall, my buddy Marshall here. We call him Goggles. Oh, dude, you got to see this. Dude. You got to see this guy do a shotgun.
You know, so that's why
he bounced one off a goddamn basketball one night, a beer bottle in his garage, up in the air.
Yeah.
You saw that? Did you see it?
Yeah. But it was like a viral thing. It was like a thing for
Oh my god.
TikTok or whatever. You know what I mean?
He is the
Where they were
absolute
taking
best,
the
this guy.
basketball and doing that. Yeah.
He's another one. And he's somebody that I'm getting to meet this May for my festival. He's coming down from Jesus Christ, where you living at, Goggles, these days? I forget. He's up there in freaking
Look at check what Scott Rothschild just said. He played at
Flash
Flash
Gordon.
Gordon's back in the day. Now, in my day, Flash Gordon's was my breakdancing days. Like
Don't tell
Sunday
nobody.
night.
Don't tell nobody. I was a breakdancer too. Shh.
Hey, Sunday night was you know what I mean? You'd go there and breakdance, and I would actually get snuck in. I was like 13 years old at the time,
Oh my god, that's
you know, so I would get snuck in. And man, that's so crazy. So Flash Gordon's now is a it's a bar, but they split up these buildings. It was like a whole storefront, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like a little strip mall in a Irish part of town.
Okay.
And so they would have like live bands, you know what I mean? It was just a venue
Yeah,
back in
sure.
the day, you know. Oh my
Awesome.
god, that is so crazy that he said that. Brought me back. Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
So everybody over here that's on the side here, the people that are okay. Those are the comments, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not tech savvy, people.
We got Blackstone Barbecue and Beer, Jimmy Q. We got Scott. We got Adam Shaw.
Those are my guys from Sippy Poo. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. We got Marshall, Dirty Chic.
Goggles.
My boy
Goggles.
Kyle's in here. Strong's Adventure had to dip out. We got Tom Gilmore. He's in here. Daddy Dutch Barbecue.
We call him
Uncle
Tommy Gun.
Shake. Ski Girly. Hobo Nickel Barbecue. We got a little fish in the kitchen. A lot of foodies in here that are probably loving your story right now. You know?
So, the funny thing about like meeting like people that on my page, we all actually everybody compliments each other on cooks. Whatever. Listen, we've all burnt one. We've all done. I burn a few, put them up there, and then people just rip my ass apart, you know. And every once in a while, you have a shitty day cooking, but they really, really push me to do like out of bounds stuff because I have some legit pit masters on my page, like Adam Shaw, from Texas. Probably I'm gonna say I told him probably top 2 steaks I've had in my life. Both were cooked by him. No joke, like legitimately, no joke. But like I do some crazy shit. We do I've been doing pastrami short ribs. So I'll actually brine short ribs like I do my pastramis or corned beefs and smoke them for 8-9 hours, and they're just fan-friggin-tastic, dude. I'm actually gonna do around first time I'm ever doing. I'm gonna do pastrami bacon over the weekend.
Yeah, I've had that.
Really?
Yeah.
I never have. So I've had a pork belly in the freezer for about 4 or 5 months, and I'm gonna wing one of those. But
so all right, what are you working with? What you got out there on the patio?
Believe it or not, I cook everything on a 22-inch kettle.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey,
that's it. And I learned all this from my page. Believe it or not, I always cooked on an electric Bradley smoker. That's what I had. I like to set it and forget it because I could just load it up and go out. And then a couple of my admins are like, "Dude, you gotta fucking get a kettle." I'm like, "That's like you used to cook those things at Giant Stadium and leave them in the parking lot." They're like, "No, asshole, that's not that one, you know." So I got a kettle. Loved it, loved the flavor of it, and then I started learning the snake methods and the indirects and all this shit like that. You know, I had a one chimney. You know, my buddy, like I said, my buddy Adam Shaw, my buddy Timmy Zub. The snake method, I can get like almost an 8-hour cook out of, you know, out of one goddamn chimney. You know,
you have any of the attachments like
an
oven and rotisserie?
Yeah, I got them all.
You got the slow and sear?
No,
I don't.
Good
thing.
I don't.
Hobo Hobo just gave you a high five.
Right. So with what I do for a living with landscape construction, I build like these elaborate outdoor kitchens for people, and they're all gassers and stuff. But some of the bigger units now, they're making them multi-fuel.
Yeah,
So you can take a section out, it's a flat top. You can pull it out, it's a deep
yeah,
fryer. It's
yeah,
got a smoker built in. You can run
yeah.
charcoal in them now. You can run wood in them now. So I mean, granted, my costs are like $8,500. They're expensive, but
Mhm.
people around here got money, you know.
Um, so
But
so one thing,
I have not cooked. I probably my backyard setup is probably, if I would have built it for somebody, probably like a $50,000 setup.
oh yeah,
I have not touched my gas grill in probably 4 years. Not
I
even joking.
seen it in the making. Your all it was wrapped. It's wrapped all the way around your house, correct?
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah,
backyard, right? Yeah,
yeah.
it's got a fire pit in the
Um,
top, and
one attachment that you have to get is called a Gabby's grill, which is the Santa Maria
we were just talking.
attachment.
He's on my page. The guy that sells those.
Yes, you got to
That's in
get one of
Texas.
those. Hobo was kind enough to leave me with one of his extras,
They
and
look amazing.
it's for the Smoky Joe, you know, the little
Yeah,
Smoky Joe. But I tell you what, steaks, picanha,
yeah,
the flanks that you love to do, and all that, man,
yeah,
on there. Oh man, you reel that thing down in, kiss it with the flame, roll it back up, flip it, roll it back down, kiss it with the flame. It's done.
yeah. We have a couple of people out Midwest. Actually, a friend of ours, a lady in California, all the way up in the mountains. She cooks on hers all the time.
Hmm.
And we actually, my buddy Adam Shaw was just talking about it because we have the festival coming up in May, the big fundraiser for the veterans, and he's like, we got to get a Gabby's grill attachment for the kettles because I literally this. So this is how my page works. When I say to people, listen, I need to raise money for this. Let's do it. They don't even blink an eye. It's just
Right,
PayPal, Venmo, boom, boom. I have
right.
my own. So you know what? So let me, before I go there, let me get into what I raise money for on my page. So when I officially started the page, um I said I wanted to raise as much money I can for veterans. So
Yes.
that's my big passion in life, is trying
Right
to
on.
help them out. Um you see them in the street, like I said, you thank them, you shake their hand, give them a hug. They cry, they walk away like dumbfounded because nobody fucking cares. And I try and tell people all the time, you don't live in this country if it wasn't for those guys. You
Right
know,
on.
you don't breathe his air, you don't get to do the shit you want to do without these guys, And I mean, I've been actually in shopping centers, walk up, shake somebody's hand, and they're like, "Thank you very much." And I walk past somebody, and they look at you like you have three heads, and I'll literally like grab them on their elbow. I'm like, "Listen, you go back and thank that motherfucker. I just did. Didn't take that much.
Mhm.
Eh, whatever." So, um, about 4 years ago, when we started the page was growing. It became like one big family all of a sudden. So people are like, "I got to meet you. I want to meet you. We got to do something somewhere. We got to do a meet and greet or something." So I put it out there. I go, "Listen, if you guys would come to Jersey for a barbecue, what do you think about it?" And they're all like, "Boom, boom, boom, boom. We're on. Listen, I never cooked for 600 people in my entire life. So a good friend of mine that lives down the street from me. So we live in like suburbial New Jersey. There's
Yeah.
still like nice areas by me. It's not concrete. But we have one.
They ain't jacking your cars, what you're saying?
All they jack cars around here, but not mine because I don't have a Range Rover. I can leave the windows open my pickup truck with a fucking $50 bill, and they ain't gonna come by my house. But my buddy down the street owns the last working farm in Bergen County, and he's like, "Dude, let's do it here." I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Dude, let's do it here." I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, the place is yours." So we cooked for 600 people, and 587 people came through the door that day at one time.
Wow.
When I mean, I was just like, they just
Eh,
they just kept coming and coming and coming, and didn't know what the hell I was doing. I think that year we ended up raising like $13,000 for the event. So
Okay.
the next year, everybody was excited about it, and then it was COVID, so we had to postpone it.
Right.
So we postponed it, and then last year I was only allowed to do 400 people. So 400 people came, and we had. I was hoping to raise 20,000, and we raised $33,000 the day of the event. And then at the end of the year, last year we ended up raising $60,000 for the veterans. So in between with the two festivals and me selling T-shirts and all the shit, we raised probably somewhere about $110,000, $120,000 for the veterans in 4 years, and every penny of the money. So the Fisher House Foundation is one of the best foundations for veterans. And there's a couple guys on my page that can attest to it. So basically, Fisher House Foundations is almost like St. Jude's for veterans. So if a veteran can't afford, if his family can't afford whatever surgery, whatever, they put you up, they house you. They actually took care. I think he said, my friend Matthew Heichel said they housed his family for over a month in one of the Fisher houses, fed them, gave them cars, food vouchers, everything. No questions asked. If you're going through shit, your family's going through shit, we're going to make sure they're not going through shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and to date, I think there's 92 houses on the ground.
Wow.
Throughout the country and some in Europe. So,
really?
Yeah. So that was my originally I lent towards the Wounded Warriors because it sounded good.
Yeah.
But after you go and look at it, like 17% of the money went to the veterans.
Ooh.
Everybody else got rich. Fisher House, 91% of the money goes to the veterans. 91%.
So I just pulled it up.
Yeah, there's my my link. Yeah.
So here's here's who you want to look for. Sippy Poo Barbecue 2022.
It's all tax write-off. It's a nonprofit, you know.
Yeah. Direct link. I'm having problems dropping that in there. Direct link to your support me. But we could also get out the Fisher House. And you could find your way through. There's home, about, houses, programs, stories, get involved, ways to give.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it looks like a pretty good site, probably easy to navigate through.
Yeah. If anybody had any questions, they can reach out to me or you, and I can just send you that link, and it should go right to the link.
Here we go. We got Ski Girly dropping link, direct link right to your donations.
Okay.
And guys, I suggest no super chats tonight. If you feel like donating, please hit this up.
Yeah.
And for the rewatchers, please look and if you have the means to give back, I highly suggest looking out for Scott and his program, more or less. Your kindness, your contribution back to this foundation. We thank you tremendously.
Yes, our veterans. Veterans, thank you.
I have a lot of veterans and active, non-active, retired, everybody that frequents the hot seat, and yeah, this is a great cause. It always comes full circle for those in need. And man, I just want to raise my glass. Let's raise our glass to this man right here.
Cheers. No, cheers to everybody.
Cheers, brother. Cheers, man. You're doing some awesome things, man.
I'm trying. So I have it's funny how my page works. So I have a lady that manages my account for Fisher House, Stephanie, and she's just the best. and she knows me. Like if she wants me to get going, so she reached out to me this year. It was like right before the end of December. So these campaigns only go for 1 year, and then I have to make another campaign for my year. So she's like, Scotty Mac, just so you know, you were like the top donator for Fisher House for the whole year. I go, yeah. And she goes, and it's funny you said bluegrass. She goes, this bluegrass festival group came in with the whole shitload of stuff for the year, and they're like $700 and something ahead of you. I'm like, all right, so I'll just write you a check for $700 and fucking something, and I'm gonna be back in the lead.
Right.
She's like, now work your magic. So I go on the page. Let's do a raffle. We raised over $9,000 in one day, 3 days, a weekend. $9,000, dude.
Wow. In one day.
So we actually did like a 3-day weekend, I think. And
Okay.
she was watching it, and she calls me up and she goes, dude, I'm telling you right now. She goes, I just want to explain something to you. She goes, you have $40,000 left, and we're putting a plaque with your face and the Sippy Poo thing on the next house that's built in Virginia.
Whoa.
So that's our motivation right now, to have this dumb face on the side of some house where all the veterans get to walk in and be like, who the hell's that guy?
Hey, taking a sip of moonshine too.
Oh, hell yeah. So that's my crazy motivation right now. Hit my goddamn face on the side of a house instead of a big party.
We already had somebody donate. So
outstanding.
let's just
Outstanding.
take a moment, and you're part of the Hot Seat family now. Whether you like it or not, I can't
wait to do this again. Yeah.
So anytime anything comes up, military or veteran, I definitely will have you involved. I did a Veterans Day special. It went really, really good. Yeah. So we could always set up future events.
Yeah.
Networking with each other. These people over in the chat are great people. Always looking to help each other. You know what I mean?
Now I'm gonna have to make a trip to come out and do a live with you out there.
I might be your way before you're my way. How about that?
Listen, you tell me. Yeah. You tell me.
As long as I don't have to drive through Pennsylvania to get there. Holy
go around it.
Yeah, Jesus.
That's longer than waiting for an HIV test, right? Jesus
Boom. Hey, not only that, man. We got our bill because it's drive-through tolls. So we got our bill, and it was over $250.
Oh, I'm sure.
I was like, Jesus crumbly. All to go on a trip to follow my Blackstone folks, the Griddle Moore tour with Todd Tovin. That's what I was doing, and it costed me not only that, gas, food, and housing.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, it was rough. And the mountains, they weren't happy with the RAV4. The Toyota RAV4 did not hug the corners all that well.
Oh, that's great. So anybody got any questions for me, or they want to?
Yeah, we got any questions?
Listen, my accent's fucking fine. You guys all talk funny. I can't tell you how many times I've called, like, I always buying shit for my pickup truck, lift kits, whatever shit. And you talk to someone from like Tennessee or some shit like that, and I'm like, man, you talk fucking funny, you know? It's like me, motherfucker, you know.
So you're the AutoZone over accessorizer?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I buy more shit than I need. Jesus Christ.
So we got our first question. It's from Tom.
That is all across the country. The Fisher House.
Yes.
Queen Bee, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No questions asked.
At all. But we do have a question on how big is your feet?
Your feet? What an asshole. It's like talking to Corky over here, this guy. Fucking guns, man. Guns is the best.
Yeah. Hey, we got a call in. We got a live call in.
That was my wife. Yeah, she forgot I was doing this show up. Probably.
Yeah, she
Hey
probably
Chase,
like, how's it going?
Can you call mom back and tell her I'm on my YouTube thing over here? They just paid me $1 million for this.
Right.
Guess who's getting older?
Right. Actually, you got to pay me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll have my people contact your people.
I ain't showing no goddamn breakdance moves. Not tonight.
So here comes the questions you asked for, man.
A little thing. It was not for my idiots. Some normal people. How big is your feet? That's so great. Oh my god. Fucking maniacs. Oh.
Do you have an outdoor kitchen?
Yeah, I do. A big
So
one.
you got what's in there? What is it? What all do you have?
It's got a pizza oven in it.
Okay.
42-inch Somerset grill, fire pit, refrigerator. That's garbage cans. You know, that's pretty much the basic I do on mine.
Do you have a flat top?
I have a flat top for my camper.
Okay.
I got a Blackstone.
Yeah.
Which I love.
That. Yeah, you guys go camping a lot. I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm away every weekend. Actually, we actually took a seasonal this year, so the camper's going there for the whole season. We just drive up, so it's good. It's only an hour, so it's nice.
So Blackstone is actually coming up with an insert for outdoor kitchens. Yeah.
They should, because the flat top griddles that I install for people are only the biggest one you can get. It's like 24 inches.
Really?
My cost is like $5,000, dude. It's stupid, insane prices.
Arkansas beat #1 Gonzaga.
Oh, Shirley Nestor's on here. Shirley. That's my Gabby's girl. Oh my God, she's the best. Shirley just had knee surgery.
Okay.
Love you, buddy. So other than my knuckleheads, anybody got any questions, or we're just gonna shoot the shit for a little while?
The team of people keeps getting bigger, or are we adding responsibilities to the existing employees?
Who's that now?
That's my dude Hobo. I don't know.
Propane grill.
I'm not pay raise. Oh, talking about me. Never mind.
Okay. All right.
That's to me.
The counter would be done. Yeah, you could actually set it in the counter.
Take the Blackstone off the stand and put it on the counter. Done. Exactly. You are right. Shirley, like you said, is here. Hi, buddy. Hi, Shirley.
Shirley's the bomb. I love her.
We'll have when I said I'll have my people contact your people, that is my team getting a hold of you and your team.
Okay.
They just need to know details on who to ask and who to talk to. So Shirley wants to know, what is your goal for this year for the Fisher House?
So Shirley, I am not going to be happy with anything less than 50,000 the day of the event, and I think I'm going to do it. And you know me, I will do it.
Right, and you have a festival coming up. Talk about
so
festival.
May 14th. We have a festival that I was kind of touching on before when people said, "Hey, I want to meet you." So this is going to be our 3rd annual this year, and we are I capped it at 600 people. I probably could have done 1,000, but it just gets insane. I got to cook in my driveway for 3, 4, 5 days. You know, it becomes a complete just mayhem. But I'm finally learning that people actually are willing to donate for veterans. So the first couple of years when I did it, I was like, I want to ask this. I'm hitting everybody up. I'm going to fucking 7-Elevens, putting posters up. $20, $10. I don't give what else. It still goes to the veterans, you know. So we're gonna.
100%.
And again, I was born and raised in this town, or one town over, and it's still small town, and everybody knows me. So I got a big mouth. So I will, it's probably, if I can explain it to anybody, the day is actually electric, is what it is. When you pull up to this site and you see veterans smiling and talking and just, I had a gentleman come up to me last year, that came down from upstate New York with another member, and proud, wearing his airborne shirt, which I tell everybody, wear whatever wear your stuff, wear your colors. And he's like, "Let me ask you a question, young man." He goes, he was a Desert Storm guy. He goes, "Did you got a job, or is this your full-time job?" I go, "No, no, no." I go, I do this shit for you guys." He goes, he kind of looked around, I got a big crane with the flags flying, POW flags, everything, and he's like, "You did this for me?" I'm like, "God damn right I will." I did. I go, "And I'm gonna fucking do it again next year, and the year after that, and the year after that." And he's like, "Man," he goes, "I don't like hugging men." He goes, "But I need a hug, bro." you know, and all straight old school airborne guy,
Mhm.
So, and he can't wait to come back this year. Can't wait to come back.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
just
didn't
nice.
know, but
It's nice to give back to them.
my daughter is active right now.
Is she
82nd,
really? Oh,
82nd, 101st,
thank her for me
101st.
when you talk to her
Yeah,
next. Yeah,
Army.
please.
She's our air traffic controller.
Okay.
Um, she was a recruiter for the past 3 years,
Okay.
but that contract's up, so now she's going to Kansas to um, do her thing,
Yeah.
and it she has a chance to get deployed again. So kind of sucks.
Yeah.
She was protected for the past 3 years, staying. Actually, she was in Toledo, Ohio, which is like border Ohio, Michigan.
Yeah.
So she's been here for the past 3 years. We love her, you know what I mean, and obviously we'll go see her in Kansas.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a rough one because there's that chance. You know what I
Oh,
mean? She's a lifer. She's got 10 years in.
yeah.
She's a lifer. So um it just sucks because she just started a family. Our
Okay.
grandson's 2 years old.
Yeah.
Um uh baby daddy is Navy. So it's too,
Yeah.
believe me, you don't want to ask. Can you imagine going rucking with them two?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Yeah. And it's a touchy situation with the military. You know what I mean? And we're gonna. I know myself and yourself now. A lot of everybody's got to know you here, and your number one agenda is awesome. You know
Everybody,
what I mean?
everybody knows on my page. Literally my number one agenda is the vets, all day long, every day. That's what I do.
Mhm.
That's my passion. They all know it, and they all listen. They all follow it. They all feel it. They embrace it. You know. So
Right. And that's the thing, and we try to have fun with what we're doing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Entertaining,
yeah, yeah,
uh, educate, and motivate. You know
yeah.
that's
Oh yeah.
that's three good things. You know,
My
to
my page
glorify.
is my page is the same way. We used to have Take a Shot Tuesday, Woogaloo Wednesdays. We have the newscast I do on Thursday nights to recap all the cooks of the week. We have um we have a cook of the week, and then we have an asshole face of the week. So
Oh yeah,
we have a toilet seat. Whoever's the prick
yeah,
of the week, we put their face in the toilet seat, flip it up. Your asshole face of the week. You know.
right.
We have shit. They have the caution lap challenge on NASCAR Sundays.
Uh,
We have some good stuff.
there's a video that I want to show.
That's my
You had it bookmarked at the top of the page.
and what was it?
The tattoo. topics.
Oh, so you want me to touch base on that a little bit?
I want to show the video. Let me show the video. Where can I find it?
It's a live. You're gonna have to type in toddler tattoo or toddler live tattoo. Oh my god.
So we're gonna go to toddler.
It probably will come up toddler TODDLE. It'll come up Lorenus.
Yes.
Yeah, just right. I guess right in live tattoo maybe, unless it's there. But actually, he just posted that today. So
no,
I can explain it. It's actually hysterical. I wish I had a screenshot of his face. You know, I may actually have a screenshot of his face, but
yeah, I done lost it. Groups. Let's go back
so
to groups.
I had a gentleman on my page tattoo my face on his ass.
Right.
The Sippy Poo logo on his ass.
You had it. You had it featured. It was featured at the top.
I did, but then I did. Then I'm doing the Veterans of the Week. So this is it. We're honoring a Veteran of the Week now.
Okay.
So I think that took over that spot, but
here's a good one.
Watch that. This one his wife fucking tases him. Watch.
Hey.
This is one of his early ones. Not the helmets. Where are you going? Are they shooting you out of the cannon or something, you crazy bastard? Trigger. This is actually, I don't think you can get any better than this right here.
You don't count when you spill half the beer. Do I taste from before or after?
After.
Oh, yeah.
Watch right
Oh, that got me. Oh.
Right here.
He said, woo! Oh,
we're moving on. Fuck you, Cowboys.
So anybody that wants to join my page, this is the kind of shit that goes on. I told my wife, I'm like, I swear to God, I could probably get 25 people to whack somebody if I needed them whacked.
So yeah, that's something that you'd have to go and join the group to actually go and see the tattoo of Sippy Poo getting tattooed on dude's ass, which he took it like a champ.
Oh God, yeah. And then the next day, a girl got one tattooed on her ankle.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You should see that one.
Here we are.
Toddler's tattoo. Yes.
There is a ton of pizza reviews, which actually that's kind of what brought me in out of my shell.
Dude, I said it to the guys tonight. They're like, "Who are you going on live with?" I'm like, "You remember the guy from out there in the Midwest, the big beard doing those fucking legit pizza reviews?" Because listen, Jersey's known for pizza, tomatoes, corn. Yeah. That's it. That's all we got over here.
Right.
Taylor ham.
Which is Taylor. It's pork roll.
It's not pork roll. It's Taylor ham.
All right, man. So we're rolling up on the hour mark.
Okay.
We're gonna close it out. Any last words from you? Go ahead and say it right now. We got some great people.
No, listen, I really appreciate you bringing me on here because you said, listen, I want you to promote your stuff you're doing for the vets. Didn't know what to expect. It was absolutely awesome. I can't believe I've been cackety-yakking for a fucking hour.
What was that word? What was that word?
Cackety-yak. Fucking cackety-yak. Good stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. I like the feedback and reading from the people. I'm really not on YouTube. I don't really know much about it. But this is pretty cool.
Now you are.
It's good stuff. I can't wait. Listen, I love you. Bring me back. I love to do it again. Really would.
Yeah. anytime I'm doing anything with the military veterans, active, retired.
Before we
anything.
go, can I show you guys
Oh
my
yeah,
buddy
there
Luke?
you go. Let me bring you up full screen. Go ahead and talk about your buddy, man.
That's my buddy Luke right there. I never do anything without my buddy Luke. This is my one of my best friend's son, Luke, who passed away a little over a year ago, unexpectedly at 8 years old. And this kid makes me be a better person every day of my life. He always told us, he goes, "You do better than your best," and this is something that we live by. And I keep him alive in my heart every day. And Luke's just the bomb. So I told his dad, I'm like, I'm gonna do this first YouTube channel. He's going with me tonight. So that's my buddy Luke right there. Number 22, Luke Strong.
We love Luke. We love you. You're part of the family now. We'll definitely do a lot more together from here on forward.
Yes, sir.
We had some great people come in tonight and support you, myself, from my family to your family. And just so you know, Luke isn't alone. Luke is never alone. He's
Nope.
got us. He's got us. He's got the hot seat with him now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a tough world out here we're living, and yeah, we're in this together. And with that said, loved having you on, man. Totally,
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. I really do.
Totally rocked it.
We had fun.
Yeah.
I don't even think I said the F-bomb once.
Hey, guys, just so you know, he said, "Hey, is there any profanity on your channel? Because I'm from Jersey." He's like, "That's my second language."
Oh my God! Right? Good stuff.
But anybody's willing and awake to join, here's a link. It's pretty simple. Click it, allow your mic, allow your cam. We're gonna go off air for here a minute, and Scott and myself, we have to go take a piss and refresh the beers. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining to this week's hot seat.
Yes,
you guys
thank
are
you.
awesome.
Thank you very much for listening
and
to my yeah.
Look out for the Fisher House. The link, I will link it afterwards. I couldn't find it and do it afterwards, but I'll get it on there. That we'll get that link to the video, so when people watch the replay, they know what's up. And yeah, man, appreciate you. Love you. Love everybody in the chat, and we'll get back to you guys next week.
So I want to talk to you, Rick. I want to cut you off, and someone just mentioned it. Every time when I talk about Luke, and I actually had this happen a couple of times on my newscast, as soon as I bring him up, 22 people. As soon as I said his name, 22 people.
Wow. And we are ending the show with 22 people in the chat. We love you, Luke. Peace.
Luke is powerful.